Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode is brought to you by the letter R. Like, what's a pirate's favorite rating of a movie to go to? Rated R. So that's my second terrible joke for the day today. I won't even tell you my first. But guys, today we are talking about Bitcoin price dropping. Look at how red it is behind me. Hello, everybody. I'm alive. I'm here. Still alive. Still alive for another day on this planet. And I'm singing. And, yeah, Bitcoin price is dropping. Is this the end of the drop? I would say perhaps not. And we'll get into why. But before we do, guys, just want to say, no, I'm not a financial advisor. No, I'm not telling you what to do with your money. Don't be a freaking retard. And definitely, if you lose your money, don't come to me asking for it. Because all I'm going to do is just give you a hug. Because that's all I got. Okay? So, taking a look at things today. Wow, across the board, everything is down. Down big. Big. Not all of them. So, Maximind Coin and Aurora, those are up. But everything else, down. PoonDX down 22%. IOST down 20%. Repo down 19%. Stratus down 90%. Ravane down 18%. So we have all across the board, everything dropping. Prices getting even lower. Everybody's been waiting to buy the dip. All year, everybody's been waiting to buy the dip. I wonder if this is the dip. Which dip is it going to be? Now, let's just go and start talking about what we're talking about. So, if we take a look at things, okay? The price dropped pretty significantly. This is like the largest candle we have seen since December 20th, when we saw some gains back then. This is the largest red candle since about the end of November, right before Thanksgiving. We were not very thankful for that. But, big candle. There was a wedge that was forming. It broke upwards, however, didn't really maintain it, broke back downwards. And this down here, guys, this down here is what I've got my eye on. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. You see that little cross happening right there? That little MACD crossing going on. Now, you guys know I talk MACD all the time. And no, I'm not talking about McDonald's. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the moving average convergence divergence. Okay, why? Because over 2 years, just following the MACD, buying, trading, you can 69x your money. If you want to learn how to do that, look up Crypto Love MACD video, you know? But that paired with this, and I'll show you what this means in a second, makes me think that, you know, if this wasn't the big dip, there may be an even bigger one on the way. Now, why? Why? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if we take a look, every January, this is last January, okay? Last January, price went from 17,000 down to 9,500. I'd call that a price dip. Okay, in January. There was a price dip in January. How about 2017? Was there a price dip in January? Oh, yeah. Look at that. 1178 down to 762. That's a price dip in January, right around first to second week of January. How about 2016? Ooh, and another one. Look at that. Price went from 459 all the way down to 359. Price dip in January. How about this one, 2015? Ooh! Hey! 314 down to 185. Another price dip in January. Again, all these happening first to second week. We're right in that time period right now where it's between the first and the second week of January. So, you know, was it any surprise? No, I was talking about this. The video I did 2 days ago, I talked about it. Price dip in January. Well, guess what? Boom, right there. Another price dip in January. Every year, price dip in January. Why? Is it Chinese New Year? Is it taxes? Is it whatever? Who really knows? But every January. Is it manipulation? Every January, we see a price dip. Now that, paired with a crossing of the MACD, I would say, yikes. Those are some indicators that might say price might be going down a little bit more. So if you're looking for the dip, could be the dip, or, you know, maybe it won't be. Now, there is some news today. There is some news this week even that could, you know, change things. I mean, mostly this week here, if you take a look, this week was a lot of red the past 4 days. A lot of red the past 4 days. One of the things You can always blame China. When crypto prices drop, you can always blame China. So what did China do this time? Well, their internet censors to start regulating blockchain firms next month. So the CAC, not the cock, the CAC, the Cyberspace Administration of China, publishes new regulation for managing blockchain information services. Basically, anyone offering any blockchain thing in China is going to have to register what they do, and also they're going to be subject to Chinese laws. Now, China is very good at censoring stuff, so could they censor a lot of different blockchain things? Potentially. What would happen? Well, the warnings aren't that bad. You owe between 5,000 yuan and 30,000 yuan, which is like 700 to 4,000 bucks for the first offense. So, that's a little slap on the wrist for many of them, for big businesses. But could that news be what caused the price to drop today? Maybe. It's always China. Whenever the price drops, it's China. Also this week, people lost some confidence in a potentially big chain. Now, Ethereum Classic is big. It's on Coinbase. They recently, this week, had a 51% attack. Now, what is a 51% attack? That's when a mining pool group owns 51% of the chain. Now, how hard is that to do, you might ask? Well, for ETH Classic, it's actually not that hard. It only costs 4,000 bucks an hour. Now, that's like, for some people, that's negligible. They could do that. Bitcoin chain, you need $300,000 an hour in order to 51% attack that, making it a bit more secure. But ETH Classic, no, you didn't really need that much. And so basically, a lot was going on with the 51% attack. This dude, Emin Gun Sire, he's like a pretty smart dude. He's probably like along the lines of an Andreas Antonopoulos type. But he says that miners at 51% or more have a lot of powers, but they do not have the ability to change the actual rules of the system, nor can they usurp funds. Now, they can double spend stuff, so they can spend it on the original chain and then spend it again on their chain. But that's pretty much all they can do, because once their chain is the main chain, then they can't double spend it anymore. They can rewrite the existing blockchain in a limited fashion. They cannot introduce transactions that don't already exist. They can omit any transaction they want, and they certainly cannot change any of the existing rules. So, Charlie Lee, he says, by definition, decentralized cryptocurrencies must be susceptible to 51% attacks by hash rate stake or other permissionlessly acquirable resources. If not, then it's permissioned and centralized. So in order to be decentralized, it needs to be susceptible to a 51% attack. But it makes you question the validity of these smaller chains, stuff like Ethereum Classic, or, stuff, if you really go down and look at it, like Metaverse. 152 bucks an hour. Bitcoin Private. This even carries Bitcoin's name. 24 bucks an hour to 51% attack that. So, Litecoin Cash, Lcash, that one also. So all of them. Quantum resistant ledger. You may not be able to hack it with quantum computing, but you can just 51% attack it for 11 bucks an hour. Anybody could do that. So that just makes you say, makes you think a little bit more for those types of chains. Now, so that's all a bit of bad news. Maybe why price is going down. But the price is going down, and yet things are looking good for Bitcoin overall. Overall, the big picture's looking kind of good for Bitcoin. Why do I say that? Well, Wall Street is right now observing a bullish trend in OTC crypto trading for the new year. So there was a lot of OTC selling in December when shit was hitting the fan. Now, shit's no longer hitting the fan. A lot more people are buying. And that's, Cumberland says that. So Cumberland's one of the big OTC desks. They say that. Also, we have Bakkt coming soon. And one of the richest men in the world is putting his money in Bakkt. That's right. This dude here, Li Ka-shing. That's a pretty cool last name. If you're going to have a last name, you might as well have a sound effect. Like, kabloo, kablow, ka-shing. I imagine he's probably a samurai. Ka-ching. Now, anyways, he's the 23rd richest person in the world. And for any of you who know why they put 23 on all these JDM cars, not because of Michael Jordan. It's actually because it says Nissan. You learned something today. Ich Nissan 23. Nissan, JDM, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so he's investing in Bakkt. Bakkt is coming up. Other stuff, France. I mean, I like France. A lot of people in the U.S. don't like France. I like France. Okay, je parle français, sans accent, or at least like not with an American accent, I guess. But French tobacco shops, 6 of them right now, they're selling Bitcoin. Soon to be 24 shops using a wallet called Kaplurk. And by February, potentially 6,500 shops by February. So people are going to be able to buy Bitcoin in France. And with what's been going on with France, with like the army of people wearing like yellow whatever and attacking the police, if they want their own money, they're going to use Bitcoin and they can just go buy it down in the corner shop. So, or maybe they'll use Monero. If they were smart, they would use Monero. But they may just use Bitcoin until they get smart. Then they'll use Monero. But also, that's not even the big thing. That's not even the big thing. Okay, the big thing here, I don't know if this is anything. I mean, this may just be some whole big political mumbo jumbo, whatever the heck. But apparently, Russia's to buy billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin next month. Why they would announce it beforehand, I don't know. Maybe they drive the price up, but it didn't really drive the price up. Anyways, Russia is going to be purchasing Bitcoin because they want to switch their reserves from fiat to cryptocurrencies, and potentially considering the acquisition of $470 billion in Bitcoins. Who says in Bitcoins? They just say in Bitcoin. Imagine $470 billion in Bitcoins. Anyways, but yeah, they're going to start with $10 billion next month. Pretty cool. And that could potentially jack the price up, especially if other countries start seeing this and then being like, hey, you know, Russia is kind of a world superpower. Maybe we want to back our money with Bitcoins. So all those things are looking good, even though the price is looking bad. So what am I doing with Bitcoin? Well, I would just keep an eye on the MACD. I've found the MACD has been very reliable. It doesn't tell you the absolute bottom. It doesn't tell you the absolute top, but it tells you the pretty darn good trend on the daily candles. My thinking, price could continue going down for a few more days. But who am I? I just make YouTube videos, not a financial advisor, not a trader. Nothing like that. However, there is some trading that I do like using. So guys, if you are looking to trade more often, I recommend Signal Profits. There's an affiliate link down in the description. You could check it out. 2 weeks for $7. But check this out. I mean, even on a declining market like we're seeing now, 15% in 2 days, 25% in 2 weeks, 30% in a day. So we're still seeing pretty big gains from this stuff, even when the market's taking a giant duke, whether it's taking or whatever. So that stuff there. And then for the rest of you guys, I will be at the North American Bitcoin Conference coming up next week. I will be there. And I will not be square, but I will be there. Should be a good conference. If you want to pay for the conference, it's probably a very overpriced conference. They gave me free tickets. Let's see how much the tickets are. Last year, it was ridiculous. This year, okay, still kind of ridiculous. $1,200 for a ticket. So if you're balling, you want to go to this conference, you want to meet me, I will be there. If not, come to Crypto Wendy O's meetup. Okay, it's on January 17th, a Thursday from 6 to 8 at Butcher Shop Miami. I will be there. It's free, so if you want to come hang out for free, all you got to do is buy me drinks and not put roofies in them. You can come hang out with me. So other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. And, buy the dip, I guess. Buy this dip, buy that dip, buy every dip. Have a great day. Love you all. Peace.